the shower again. What do Australians, as a larger majority of Australians, have as an option that Americans and Europeans don't have is storage, because we have large houses, large suburban blocks. How are we going to weather this storm? We're going to use our houses as banks, second dimension of banking, and we're going to store bulk stored steel that we're going to start buying, and we're going to optimize this to deliver large blocks of steel, very hard to steal, get it? Very annoying, very low upkeep, just put a cover on it, and very stable, and a great value add to your diversify your house. You turn it into your own bank. In the inevitable future that steel is needed, you can hold on to that, and that's a second tier investment. Someone in New York can't do. They can't do it unless they start buying property just solely for the thing, and then it's not an eyesore. You can do this with aluminium, with copper, but steel, and I think you can do it with glass, just quietly. So you buy a gigantic glass glass block that you can sit on, and you can exchange that when markets for manufacturing stabilises after this inevitable period. This sets us in good stead. It sets a stable investment for the boomers to invest in, to transfer out of volatile stocks and shares into a commodity, into physical asset. And it's the bank of the country for us to draw upon when we sort out exactly how we should industrialise, because there's a lot of thought that needs to get put into that. And it gives us a bargaining chip, so we can still play around with purchasing other people's products and services that they're going to provide us, but we know that we've got our own stockpiles sitting back on this, and we're in a good position to do it, and we have our own iron ore. So we get to go straight to, even if we can do this in the crudest way possible, I think we can do this with concentrated solar thermal. We can process the iron ore to a certain level into solid blocks, and then we sell them as basically bonds for the future of the country, but it's bonded on the physical asset of steel. And copper, glass, to diversify our mineral holdings and keep the mines ticking over. So this is where I get very critical of the mines. It's like, righto, you would like to do this, you've got to start buying your own product at retail price. If you can sell to Australians bulk steel as an investment, then no one needs to stop work. And if we spread that out, it's like, compare that to a car, it's like, you know what I mean? People are buying houses. It's not like a house cost as much to build as they're costing. There is market forces going on. This is why people are doing it. It's not much different to attach another asset class to the property, especially one that differentiates itself outside of international options, because a lot of places don't have these options. Although certain regions do, and that may balance those regions to go more regional, more whatever, suburban, and to develop a higher level of stability throughout those, rather than these volatile marketing-driven cons. And then we can all kind of, in specific regions, then use those things into the local market in order to get products and services that are better suited. So yeah, safe as steel. That's what I'll say.